Hey Woolies, tomorrow is the 2024 NFL Draft, and so we are going to give you our projected top 12 picks in our mock draft. Going first, I think it's the obvious pick. The Bears need a quarterback, and Caleb Williams is the best one on the board, so they're totally taking him.
Yep. Where number 2 is the Commanders. I think they need a fun quarterback. They're just kind of a poverty franchise. They need someone fun. RG3 Part 2. I think they're going with Jaden Daniels.
Third pick is the Patriots. I think they got the biggest bust in the draft, Drake May, because he's terrible, and he's from UNC. So.
Yeah. With the fourth pick for the Cardinals, I think they're going to be going with Marvin Harrison Jr. because they already have their franchise quarterback in Kyler Murray, and he needs a weapon like Marvin Harrison.
I think with the fifth pick, the Chargers, they're going to trade down with the Vikings because the Vikings need a quarterback bad since they just traded Kirk Cousins. I think they're going to pick J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan.
And then the Giants with the sixth pick, they paid Daniel Jones a lot last year. They want him to be their quarterback. They're trying to give him some help. I think they're going to go with Malik Nabers from LSU.
I think the Titans are going to pick Joe Alt because his coverage, just getting across the field is really good, and they really need someone to cover for their quarterback because they get sacks every game.
Yeah, and to add on that, they have Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard as their dual running backs. He'll be a good blocker for them. That'll really help their running game, and hopefully that'll get them going. So,
with the eighth pick from the Falcons, I think they're going to go with Dallas Turner. He's a linebacker, and I think they just got a quarterback in Kirk Cousins, so they need some defense on their roster.
I think with the ninth pick, the Bears are going to go with Laiatu Latu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but he's an edge out of UCLA, and they already have a pretty stacked receiver core, and they just got Williams, and so just to add to that good defense, I think that's going to be their pick.
Yeah, and then with the 10th pick to the Raiders, I think they're going to trade with New York with the Jets. They're going to have that pick, and they need a quarterback really badly. They have Devontae Adams. He really needs someone to throw to him. I think it's going to be Michael Penix, who I didn't think was going to go early first round, but I think they do. So Michael Penix from Washington.
I think for the 11, which is now the Chargers pick instead of the Vikings because the Vikings traded up, is I think they're gonna take Quinion Mitchell early because they really need a cornerback that can compete with some of the top wide receivers in the league, and I think that's what he can do.
Oh, all right. I disagree with that. I think they're going to take Rome Odunze from Washington. He is an elite receiver, arguably the best receiver in the draft.
That is what they need.
And they're trying to keep Justin Herbert happy. They don't want him to leave. They really need an elite receiver. So I think Rome Odunze is their guy.
With the 12th pick, the Broncos are up. And I think they're going to be taking, I don't know, maybe Bo Nix because they just got rid of Russell Wilson. And they need a good quarterback.
Just traded for Zach Wilson, so
yeah,
I don't think he's going to be their guy.
Yeah. Bo Nix is... I hope he does go early. I like him. He's probably my favorite quarterback in the draft. The Broncos, he's a good guy for the Broncos. He's 24. He'll be an old rookie, but he's a good leader. He knows what it takes. And the Broncos they need some of that. So.
And you are an Oregon fan, so.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. We'll see how this goes. All right, that was our first 12 picks or projected picks. What do you think Brock Bowers is going to go?
I think he is going to go late first round to Buffalo. Diggs is gone. He's in Houston now. Josh Allen doesn't have too many tools, and Bowers is a very good tight end who can play receiver if they need him to. He's a good pass catcher. He's a good blocker. But I think he's going to be maybe the biggest pass catcher for Josh Allen this coming season.
I think I have to disagree with you. I feel like Buffalo already has 2 good tight ends. I believe that the Jets are going to want him. That's a spot where they lack offensively. They have good receivers. They have a good back. They have a good quarterback. I feel like they just need a tight end, and they'll be pretty good.
Any thoughts?
I agree with Sam. The Jets don't really have a great tight end right now, and they could use someone like Brock Bowers to advance their offense.
I agree with Ryan because the Bills just lost their number 1 wide receiver who's been there for a couple years. They really need a bigger guy who can come in and block, catch some balls, and overall bring up their team. Because they've gotten to those deep playoff moments and just haven't been able to get over the edge. So I think that's who they'll take.
All right, Blake Corum. What are you guys? What are your thoughts?
Maybe he'll go to Tennessee. I don't know if they have that strong feelings about Tajay Spears.
Okay, I disagree. I think they are in love with their duo of Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears.
Yeah.
I think he could go. I think he could go to someone like Pittsburgh, where they aren't Najee Harris. Hasn't been great for them, and I think that with their stacked defense, they were very big in free agency this season. So I think someone like Blake Corum could be a big ad for them.
Yeah, to get a little outside, get them running more, and stop running it up the gut with
faster
Najee
pace.
Harris.
Yeah, Sam, I agree.
What do you guys think something crazy is going to happen this year?
I think the Vikings are going to trade for the Patriots' 3rd overall pick. I think the Patriots are going to get Justin Jefferson, and I think the Patriots are going to give them their 1st-round pick, their 2nd-round pick in this year's draft, and their 2nd-round pick in next year's draft. That is my blockbuster trade. The Patriots need a quarterback. They need a wide receiver. They kind of need everyone, but a quarterback and a wide receiver they need. And Justin Jefferson would be big. And then maybe later in the draft, they could get a rookie quarterback to maybe sit behind Jacoby Brissett for a year. And then, Justin Jefferson could be a big add to the Patriots this year. We'll see.
That would be awesome. I think that'd be great because Drake May, I think, is the biggest bust in this draft class. And if we could avoid taking him, that would be great, and especially by getting Justin Jefferson.
We already know who we think the biggest bust is going to be. Who do you guys think is going to be the best overall out of this quarterback from years to come?
Man, I'm high on Bo Nix. I think he's great. I love him. He is a great leader. I think he's gonna excel in the NFL with just the scheme of head coaches now. I think he's gonna be great.
I think my highest player for this quarterback class is gonna be J.J. McCarthy. I feel like with my projected mock draft trade, I think with that, if the Vikings don't trade away Justin Jefferson, I think he can thrive in that offense. He has a really good arm and he can just make throws that Kirk Cousins really couldn't.
I think I have to disagree with you, Pat. I think J.J. McCarthy is just going to be this year's Mac Jones because he succeeded in college with a very stacked roster. And so I feel like it's just going to... Although they do have a good receiver core, so that would also work.
My big sleeper quarterback would have to be Michael Penix. I loved Michael Penix. I really wanted them to win the national championship this year. And I think he could excel in the NFL with his mobility and his arm is a cannon. So I think that would help him.
Who do you guys think has the coolest name in the draft?
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I'd have to agree. Kool-Aid McKinstry is a sick name.
That's awesome.
What's better?
Yeah. All right.
Especially since he's going to the Lions.
We'll see how this goes tomorrow.
Yeah.